Alrighty, so I just recently, as in today, I just finished playing through Horizon Zero Dawn on my PC, which was a really good time. Actually, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about it going into it, but it was honestly a kind of just a nice, refreshing experience to play like a AAA title again, because I feel like the I don't know, the gaming industry maybe is just there's a lot of indie games or just early access stuff on the market right now. Like there's just pretty much I mean, it comes out in an abundance, I guess, so it's really easy to just play a whole bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, it's been quite a while since I've played like a legitimate like actual AAA title, and I was like, oh, like I remember when this game first got ported over to PC, and I pretty much bought it not too long after it came out, because I remember it going on sale for like $20 or $30. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was kind of cheap, so I was like, well, you know, I kind of want to play that. And the PlayStation 4 era was a weird one for me specifically, because I had already moved on to PC gaming at that point. There was a couple of times, there was 3 different PlayStation 4s actually that I ended up purchasing during the PlayStation 4 era, and I basically just wanted to buy them for the exclusives. And so I had Horizon Zero Dawn when I got my very first one, and then I remember I played through a majority of Bloodborne, and I don't think I ever actually beat it, but it was really hard for me to get used to like controller gaming again. Not that it was like really like that big a deal. Like some PC games I still play with the controller because they just work better with the controller in general, but I don't know. It was really hard for me to adjust. I don't know. I bought way too many PlayStations for me to really justify that, but it is what it is, I guess. But altogether, I think the PlayStation has some really, really good exclusives, and I just really enjoyed playing through this game. I think it has a really good balance of like the open world is really cool and interesting. The gameplay and stuff like that, like the actual climbing mechanics and stuff like that, remind me a lot of Assassin's Creed, but they're not. I don't know, the Assassin's Creed games, honestly, there's just way too many of them at this point. I'm just kind of over the whole Assassin's Creed thing. But there is a whole lot of cool like parkour and stuff that you can do in this. I do like the whole like primitive sort of style. You use like a bow and arrow and a spear, which is kind of neat. It's nothing like super fancy or anything like that, but what am I supposed to do here? This isn't like a regular tall neck. Either way, yeah, so the game itself was just really cool. It honestly was a little bit shorter than I was expecting it to be. Like, I beat it within about 20 hours or so, and I didn't complete like every single side quest or anything like that, but I don't know, I was just kind of expecting it to be a little bit, you know, lengthier, I guess. Some of the main scenario or main story quests and stuff like that did kind of drag out a little bit, so they made it a little bit, you know, longer. But in general, it really wasn't super crazy. Replace and restore system integrity. So it's like a whole quest for this area. I'm in the DLC area, if you're wondering. So yeah, I don't know. The game itself is really cool. I'm really, really happy to see they're porting a lot more PlayStation games over, because right before I started this second channel, I had just pretty much finished playing Days Gone, which got ported over to PC, which was really, really fun as well. I really enjoyed that game a lot, actually. And I wasn't really expecting to like it as much as I did, because I was just like, it's probably just going to be, you know, like just another zombie game. But I remember them marketing it when it very first came out, and there was just like hordes of zombies, like legitimate, like huge hordes of zombies that you like have to take out, and I thought that was super cool, and just, I don't know, it was a really cool story and stuff like that. I really actually enjoyed myself when I played through that one. So This one was very, very good as well. Honestly, it was, like I said, a little shorter than I was expecting. And God of War actually just came out today on PC. It was either today or yesterday, but I've already got it purchased. I wanted to make sure that I finished this game first before I moved on to God of War. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more PlayStation exclusives and stuff like that in the future, because honestly, PlayStation, as far as I'm concerned, has the best like actual console exclusives. So the fact that they're actually starting to port stuff over is very, very nice. I would love to see them actually port over Bloodborne, because I've still not been able to beat through the entirety of Bloodborne, and I would like to play it eventually. But I'm over buying PlayStations and stuff like that. And I mean, at one point I was gonna download PlayStation Now, which is like their subscription service sort of deal, and I think they have it to where you can play like ported games or something like that, or it's like a PlayStation port, I guess, on the PC. I never really got into it. I never tried hard enough to actually see if it was going to be worth playing Bloodborne on that. But I don't know, that could potentially be an option. But at the same time, they're starting to port everything over, so that's really, really cool. I would love to see Ghost of Tsushima as well, because I've heard really good things about that. I had a friend who played through it, and he really enjoyed it, so I would like to play that as well. And I mean, they're not even releasing them for like full $60, which is crazy to me. Like, it's actually kind of nuts that they're releasing them at a $50 price point, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty nice. Like, that's, I mean, it's already $10 off because the games have already been out for a little while. God, these guys are just loud. I don't like that. But yeah, because the games have already been out for a little while, they're not super, like, they're not trying to like price gouge you or anything like that by any means. They're just, I hate these enemies. They're so loud. Whoa. Shoot the little tubes. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff that PlayStation's been sort of doing, sort of migrating over, and I'm all for it, because I'm, you know, as a PC player, it's really nice to be able to play some of the exclusives and stuff like that, which is really nice. So, I don't know. Don't have anything else to really say. Just wanted to talk about the fact that I finally got around to this game, and it was actually really good. Really been enjoying myself playing it, you know, through and everything. It's just very polished. I've missed the whole, you know, finished game aspect of, you know, playing a video game. Instead of it just being like, oh, you know, it's early access, like you can come back to it in a couple of weeks or like a couple of months or so, whenever they've pulled the new update out or whatever, and you can, you know, etc, etc. Like, it just I don't know, kind of over it. So it's just been nice to play something finished, which is cool. So yeah, I know that they're planning on porting, or I don't know if they're planning on porting, but I know that there's a second, like a sequel to this game coming out at some point. So I am going to be looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll necessarily buy it as soon as it comes out. Like, I'm not like the biggest like Horizon Zero Dawn fan or anything like that, but I definitely enjoyed this game, and I think you know, once it comes over to PC, whenever that happens, and they, you know, put a decent price tag on it that I'm willing to pay. Like, I was willing to pay, you know, full price for God of War, because I actually I think the very last PlayStation that I ended up getting, I did buy God of War, and I played through probably like the first like fourth of the game or first third of the game. Like, I played through a good like ways through it, and was just unable to finish it before I just ended up being like, okay, like I just don't want to play on the PlayStation anymore. So I'm looking forward to playing through it. I actually really enjoy the God of War franchise and stuff, so I don't know, looking forward to playing it. I don't know if I'm going to do anything specific on it. I might make a video whenever I'm done with it, because I feel like doing like playthroughs and stuff like that on a AAA game, like some of them are just really long, and it can be really drawn out. Like, I'm really surprised that I even made an entire playthrough of Resident Evil 2, but that it's literally a remake of a game that came out on like the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, so it's really old. It wasn't meant to be super long. But yeah, I don't know. I will. I guess I'll just talk to you guys later. I just wanted to give a little bit of update on what I've been playing and messing around with, and what I'm planning on jumping into next. So yeah, let me know if you played these games or anything. I don't know if there's any PlayStation games that you're excited for. Maybe you play PC. Maybe you do play on the PlayStation, and there's some exclusives that you've really been enjoying or whatever. Just, I don't know, talk to me. Be cool. anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one.